So now I've said on this show repeatedly, it's okay if you're holding your nose and voting for Hillary Clinton. That's fine. If you're anti-Trump and you want to tell the truth about how horrible he is, that's also fine. What's not okay is to vote for Hillary Clinton and then smear Bernie Sanders or real progressives. That's not okay to lie. And what else is not okay is to then you lie about Hillary's record in a positive way. Or to use a double standard for Hillary because she's your candidate. That's what Republicans do. That's what makes us crazy about when we watch Fox News, is that they have double standards. That they don't hold their candidates to the same standard they hold Democrats. That's what's supposed to make us on the left different, is that we're consistent. That we hold our candidates to the same standard. And when they're corruption on the left that we would call out on the right, you're not supposed to apologize for it on the left, which is what's been happening over. It's disgusting. Vox and the Talking Points memo and Media Matters and Salon and The Nation and the MSNBC, the left-wing media, they're all doing it. They're all printing disingenuous BS stories favoring Hillary Clinton that are hypocritical. For instance, here is Chris Cillizza. This is from the 6th of September. He says, can we all stop talking about Hillary Clinton's health now? And this is what the Drudge Report looks like Tuesday morning. It's Hillary Clinton coughing on stage. I don't know if you saw her. She was in Ohio. She had a horrible coughing fit. She could, for like 10 minutes. She kept trying to get through it. I've never seen a coughing fit go on that long. It was unbelievable. And then later on her plane, she tried to have another little mini press conference where she talked to the reporters who were asking her fluff questions. She had another coughing fit, had to quit. She couldn't do that. And so this has been happening a lot. And some people are saying, oh, they think she has Parkinson's. Some people think it's from when she hit her head and she had the concussion. And some people are saying there's problems, like legitimately.
She's allergic to questions.
So it was pretty, and I'm not saying, but we always worry about the health of our nominees. We always do. That's why they have to release their medical records. So that's Chris Cillizza saying, can we stop? Because Chris Cillizza thinks that's wrong, except if you look, here's Chris Cillizza talking about John McCain's health. There's a whole column about John McCain's health, okay? Here's Joan Walsh. This is from August 16th. Are we seriously talking about Hillary Clinton's health as a serious issue? Really? Again, it's just, you're crazy. Everyone's crazy to question anything. You're really? Yes! She's frickin' 70 years old. It's okay. CNN covered a coughing attack, too. This is how the right-wing smears get into the mainstream media bloodstream. So this guy says a person coughed. It's news only because of a context of rumor, which NBC is indulging. This is how institutions fail. And Joan Walsh says, again, we wouldn't cover a coughing attack unless just because they're biased somehow against Hillary because she can't stop coughing.
That's not true. The reason why everybody was annoyed by that was because it was just something that was put into the cycle by the Trump people.
The coughing?
Well, no. The whole narrative that there's something health-wise wrong with her. If she had a coughing attack, that's a reasonable question of okay, that's...
a lot of people have been reasonably questioning stuff with her. Now, and I've been looking into it.
But it started long before this coughing attack.
Yes, it started. But yes.
And it's been highly, highly speculative. It's then just have her release her medical records.
If you think it's wrong to question her now, her health records and her health, then you would feel the same way about someone else. Right? You would think it's, wait, here's Joan Walsh talking, for instance, from 2008. What's in John McCain's medical records? Which holds clues to the effect of his He won't release his psychiatric records. She wanted his psychiatric records. He'll be releasing everything about his repeated cancer surgeries, but he won't release his psychiatric records. That's in Salon.com. That's when she was the editor-in-chief from Salon. They printed that in her own magazine. Seems like a double standard. Here's someone she actually wrote about Mitt Romney. What's wrong with Mitt Romney? Maybe we should be asking to see his medical records and not just his tax returns. I don't mean to be flippant about that or insensitive to any kind of problems he may struggle with, but his struggles are our struggles. He's running to be our president. So either it's okay to question the health of presidential candidates or it's not. And it can't become not okay when it's the minute it becomes your candidate. And which is what has happened. But again, we can be sober and still vote for Hillary. I think you would get more support in the country if we all said, yes, we're holding our nose and voting for Hillary. We're not pretending she's better than she is, but she's way less horrible than Donald Trump potentially is. And I think you would get a lot more people voting for her if you did that. Instead of acting at like every criticism of her and every question of her is some kind of crazy outlandish thing that no one's ever done to a politician before and it's unfair. What's unfair is how the Democratic Party colluded with her to screw over a real progressive. That's what's unfair. That's what happened. So either it's okay, Robert, I hear you, that, yeah, I'm sure the Trump campaign is stoking any rumor about Hillary's health. I'm sure they are. I agree.
No, they point out it was one of those moments where you're like, wow, this is a real wag the dog moment, where there was like a question put to one of the Trump circuits and they went, yeah, but what about her health? Like, it had nothing, it was not germane to anything. That was really how it was played out. And I would grant you it's played out on the other side too, where you're like, seriously, Mitt Romney's health? That's the healthiest fucking guy I've ever seen. Are you kidding me? Like, it's a really shitty tactic.
Because he was bad in his diplomacy when he went to Britain. Joan Walsh wanted to see his medical records.
Well, what she's done there with Romney, she's doing the same thing that she did with McCain. She's questioning their mental health.
Yes, that's what she's questioning. Yeah. And that's what people are saying about Hillary now. What happened when she had that fall? What happened to her when she had that concussion?
But aren't they going to release? Aren't both candidates at some point required to release medical records?
I don't know if they're required. You know, Trump released his, which was all BS. There was that guy.
It was just that one letter from that one guy who looked like this weird.
It was ridiculous.
It's like he went to a pot doctor.
Yeah, but you don't, and I agree, that's ridiculous. And Trump is a horrible candidate. He's lying. He's not transparent. He's duplicitous. He's all those things. But you don't fight that by then being hypocritical. Because then people say, "Oh, you're also full of garbage." So both sides are full of it. That's what that leads to. Regular people who aren't partisan going, "Oh, they're all liars."
Right.
That doesn't help. That doesn't help. You're not helping.